Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So the quarterfinals are done. The draws are done in this year's Champions League. The road to Wembley is on, and who is going to play in the finals? We will discuss that, and we are going to discuss the change in format from next season, of course, and also the teams remaining. We will discuss that in details. So without wasting any time, let's get started. All right. Now, before starting with the fixtures and the teams remaining, we will just go through the Champions League format, which is going to be no more from next season. So next season onwards, we are going to have a league format. No more group stage format. We are everybody is going to play everybody. The teams will be divided into groups, and everybody will play everybody. So more matches, more entertainment, more suffering for the players. But it can't be helped. It's a money making business at the end. Oops. Yeah, you heard it right. It's a money making business, but we are football fans and we love to watch football and we love to play football. So it is what it is. We have to get on with it. So group stage is not going to be there next season. It's going to be a league format, and it's going to be interesting as well. So hopefully we'll see some interesting matchups next season. Coming back to the teams which had qualified for the quarterfinal this season, it's going to be interesting. There are a couple of mouth-watering fixtures in that. Might mouth-watering fixtures. Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Dortmund. These were the 8 teams which had qualified. Now, the noticeable 2 fixtures which I have with me are Arsenal versus Bayern Munich, Real Madrid versus Manchester City. These 2 fixtures. Of course, we have the other two: Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. That is the third one. PSG versus Barcelona. That is also going to be interesting. There is a history with PSG and Barcelona in the recent times, but prior to that, Arsenal and Bayern Munich had a lot of history. Arsenal not on the good side of that history, but it is history. Given that Arsenal were not a great team back in 2000, early 2014, 15s. So, but now Arsenal is a changed team, and Arsenal is back in the Champions League after 7 years. So Bayern has their work cut out. Okay, and there is one certain Arsenal fan in the Bayern team who will be looking to again score against Arsenal. From his Tottenham days, he used to always score against Arsenal. So, yeah, I had a gut feeling that this was going to be the tie which we would get, and that is what we have got. So it is what it is. We need to beat Bayern Munich to get into the Champions League. Next, we'll move on to Real Madrid and Manchester City. Two of the favorites for this season's Champions League, especially when Mbappe is due to join in the summer. Still, Real Madrid are always going to be the favorites for any season's Champions League. Manchester City are the holders. They have a great chance now to keep the trophy with themselves this season as well. So it's going to be intriguing, Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and I cannot predict a winner from this. It's going to be very tough, really tough. All right. So we next move on to Atletico Madrid and Dortmund. Now these are the two teams which you can call not so interesting teams who have qualified. And Atletico Madrid is Atletico Madrid. It's never anything fancy with Atletico Madrid, and it is what it is. You know what you will get from Atletico Madrid. But Dortmund is an interesting one. It's going to be attack versus defense, and who will come on top, we will see. Then we have PSG Barcelona. This fixture also has recent history, but all the history makers are not at the club anymore. Even Kylian Mbappe is going to leave this summer. So, but it is going to be an intriguing tie, especially when the former Barcelona manager Luis Enrique is in charge of PSG, and it's Xavi versus Enrique. So when Xavi was playing, basically Luis Enrique was his manager, and now it's Master versus Apprentice here as well. It's going to be crazy, these four fixtures, and who will qualify for the Champions League semi-final and the final eventually. We cannot obviously predict the final and also the teams who are going to play in those in the final, but I can definitely predict the winners from these ties. All right. Of course, Arsenal versus Bayern Munich, I am going to go with Arsenal because that is my team. I support my team all the way. It's going to be tough at the Allianz Arena, but I think Bayern are not in a good place right now. But we'll see when the tie happens what sort of form Bayern is in. But Arsenal is in good form. Arsenal is top of the league in the domestic league. But hopefully Arsenal will get a win over here. It is going to be tough, but if anything is better than Porto and the likes of Porto and Atletico Madrid, because these are the teams who doesn't allow the teams to play. Basically, it's stop start gameplay, and I don't like that basically. So Bayern will be a bit open. So we have a chance. We have a chance in this tie. I would have been more worried if we would have got Atletico Madrid, because it's like they just shut the opposition offensively. So Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Arsenal come on top. Next we move on to Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Ooh, this is interesting. I wouldn't be shocked if I see a certain Manchester City going out of the competition. I know Manchester City are the holders, but I just don't see it with City this season. Maybe I'll be able to give a clearer picture when Arsenal travel to Manchester City, and if we win, then maybe City might lose momentum and this tie will follow, and you know how it goes, hand in hand. I wouldn't. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester City loses this tie, because Real Madrid is Real Madrid. They have a huge pedigree in Europe, and we cannot doubt that for 1 second. So it's going to be interesting. Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. I expect Dortmund to win this one. It will be a close encounter through the two-legged ties. But Dortmund, I hope they qualify, because I like attacking teams basically. PSG versus Barcelona. PSG go through in this one because Xavi is out post this season, and Luis Enrique is a great tactician, and I think he's going to get one over his apprentice. So this is what it is. The semi-finalist, as per my predictions: Arsenal, Real Madrid, Dortmund, and PSG. Now, it will be a shocker if PSG goes out, because Kylian Mbappe, the factor which includes him, and it's not great, because it will be a sad end to his PSG career. But hola, welcome to Madrid next season. Hopefully, this would be a semi-final or a final appearance for Mbappe with PSG, because let's face it, he has spent 4 to 5 years there, and he had some ups and downs, but Mbappe is Mbappe. He's a star player. He attracts a lot of attention, and so do PSG. Now we'll see what happens. So these are my 4 finalists. Arsenal go through, Real Madrid go through, not finalists, semi-finalists. Arsenal, Real Madrid, Dortmund, and PSG. Now I cannot predict who will go to the final, because that depends on what form the teams are in. Let's just navigate through this quarterfinal, and hopefully we head into the semi-finals with the teams which I have proposed, and it will be interesting, guys. What do you guys think? Which teams are going to be the semi-finalist come the next round? And it's going to be interesting. If you have something else, some other team, and if you don't agree with me, you can mention it in the comments below. And as always, do not forget, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. It will help me immensely. And that is it, guys. That is my reaction video for the quarterfinal draw in this year's Champions League. I am out of here.